Hello friends, this is Abhimanyu and this video for 100 question for network administrator. So guys, don't forget to subscribe the channel and watch the video. Let's start. What is logical link control? One of two sublayer of the data link layer and OSI reference model as defined by IEEE 8082 standard. This sublayer is responsible for maintaining the link between computers when they are sending data across the physical network connection. Why should you care about the OSI reference model? It's provide a framework and discussing network operation and design. What is the difference between routable and non-routable protocol? Routable protocol can work with a router and can be used to build large network. Non-routable protocols are designed to work on small local networks and cannot be used with a router. What is MAU? It is a token ring. How is called multi-session access unit MAU. Explain 543 rule. In a network between any 2 points on the network, there can be one more than 5 network segment or 4 repeater, and of those 5 segment only 3 of segment can be populated. What is the difference between TFTP and FTP transplication protocol? The travel file transfer protocol allows a local host to obtain files from a remote host but does not provide reliability or security. It is used to fundamental packet delivery service offered by UDP. The file transfer protocol is standard mechanism provided by TCP/IP for copying a file from one host to another. It uses the service offered by TCP and so is reliable and secure. It's established two connection virtual circuit between the two hosts, one for the data transfer and other control information. What is the range of address in the class of internet address? Class A 0.0.0.0 to 127.55.55.55. Class B 128 to 191 to 55.255.255. Class C 192.0.0 to 223.255.255.255. Class D 240.0.0 to 239.255.255.255. 240. Class E 240.0.0 247 255.255.255. What is the minimum and maximum length of the header in TCP/IP segment and IP datagram? The header should have a minimum length of 20 bytes, can have a maximum length of 60 bytes. What is different between ARP and RARP? The address resolution protocol is used to associate the 32-bit IP address with the 48-bit physical address used by host or a router to find a physical address of another host on its network by sending ARP query packet that includes the IP address of the receiver. The receiver address resolution allow a host to discover its internet address when it allows only its physical address. What is ICMP? ICMP is Internet Control Message Protocol, a network protocol of TCP/IP suite used by hosts and gateways to send notification of datagram problem back to the sender. It is used to echo test, reply to test whether a destination is reachable, responding, and it's also handle both control and error message. What are the data unit at different layer of TCP/IP protocol suite? The data unit created at the application layer is called a message. At the transport layer, the data unit created is called either a segment or user datagram. At the network layer, the data unit created is called the datagram. At the data link layer, the datagram encapsulates in it to a frame and finally transmitted a signal along the transmission media. What is Project 802? It is a it is a project started by IEEE IEEE to set standard that enable intercommunication between the equipment from a variety of manufacturers. It is a way for specifying function of the physical layer, the data link layer, and to some extent the network layer to allow the interconnectivity of major LAN protocols. It consists of following 802.1 is internet working standard for compatibility of different LAN and MANs across protocol. 802.2 logical link control LLC in upper sublayer of data link layer, which is non-architecture specific, that is remains the same of all IEEE defines LANs. Media access control is the lower sublayer of net data link layer that contains some distinction modules, each carrying proprietary information specific to the LAN product being used. The model are the NAT LAN 802.3 token, ring LAN 802.4 token, bus LAN 802.5, 802.6 is distributed queue dual bus DQBDB designed to be used in MAN. What is bandwidth? Every line has an upper limit and a lower limit on a frequency of signal it can carry. The limit range is called bandwidth. What is difference between bit rate and baud rate? Bit rate is the number of bits transmitted during 1 second, whereas baud rate refers to the number of signal units per second that are required to represent those bits. Baud rate equal to bit rate slash n, where n is number of bits represented by each signal shift. What is MAC address? The MAC address for the device as it is identified at the media access control layer in the network architecture. Media address is usually stored in ROM on network adapter card and is unique. What is attenuation? The degeneration of a signal over distance on a network cable is called attenuation. What is cladding? In a layer of a glass surrounding the center fiber of glass inside a fiber optic cable. What is RAID? A method for providing fault tolerance by using multiple hard disk drive. What is NETBIOS and NETBEUI? NETBIOS is a programming interface that allows input-output requests to send to and receive from a remote computer. And here is the networking hardware from application. NETBEUI is NETBIOS extended user interface, a transfer protocol designed by Microsoft and IBM for the use of small subnet. What is redirector? Redirector is a software that encrypts file or print input-output requests and translate them into network requests. This come under presentation layer. So thank you guys. Keep watching and keep supporting. I'll rest question in the next video. So watch the next video.